comment, share,
Hola,
subscribe.
beautiful people. I hope you're well. I tried to switch it up today, do something a little different. However, I was trying to find a spot that people don't frequent often in Jurassic Park. I don't think there is such a place. So I may have to keep stopping. But yeah. Maybe I'll just do that when people come. I literally just wanted to jump on here and I wanted to tell you how to get out of an unhealthy situation. It seems like it's so simple, right? Just get out of it, leave, right? You know, just with life, is not always like that simple. It's not always that easy. So I've been in that situation like a couple of times. So I just wanted to talk about it, for someone who may be having trouble getting out of it. Okay? That means someone's walking by. So at the rate this is going, the only way I'm going to get through this is to walk and talk. Okay? To an extent. So the first thing I did, okay, when I wanted to get out of an unhealthy situation, I definitely had to separate myself. That's the first thing. It's hard to really assess what's going on while you're in it. Like, I mean, in it, like deep in it every day, right? So the first thing you need to do is separate yourself. Get with God, okay? Getting with God is the game changer, okay? Total game changer. Getting with God actually allowed me to assess where I was for real, in real life. And I was able to assess that I was miserable. I was also able to assess how miserable I would be if I stayed where I was and did nothing. Okay? So there's that. Okay? Because I'm someone, no, let me go back to assessing, right? I also assessed the type of person that I am and the personality that I have. And I realized that if I stayed where I was, right, that my personality, right, my bright personality, it would little by little be sucked away every day. Okay? So that's a thing, right? But like, if you can't be yourself, like your authentic self, right? If you cannot be yourself in a space, it's probably not for you. So there's that. Here's the thing with me, right? I am so considerate sometimes. I can be so considerate of other people's feelings because I don't like conflict and I never want to hurt someone's feelings that I can neglect my own. You can't do that. Okay? That's not wise. So there's that element to everything, okay? Which made it even more difficult for me because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to that's not what I'm here to do, right? So that made it even more challenging. Here's why God is a game changer. I mean, I can give you a bunch of different reasons, but one specifically is that He will remind you, because you forget, right? He will remind you when you're being so considerate of everyone else but yourself, that these same people, somehow, some way, they managed their lives before they came into your presence just fine, which then tells me that they can do the same thing, right, when they're no longer in my presence. You can do the same thing because you've done it before. Don't let people guilt trip you. You know what I mean? Like, they will be just fine. They will be just fine. God literally gave me the strength to not only initiate a conversation, but to make it very clear that that would be the last one, right? Because you know, with relationships, friendships are emotional, which means it can be like a little tug, like a little back and forth, like we cool, we not cool, we're together, we're not together. And you could just play this little game. It could be a little song and dance. And let me tell you something, that can go on and on and on, as long as you let it. Okay? So there's that. So once you're honest with yourself and you get with God, right, you'll really see, like, 9 times out of the 10, it's time. It's time. It's probably past time for you to do something, for you to say something, right? When you assess, then you actually realize this isn't even something worth fighting for. Like, honestly, it's not even something I need to be in. Like, when you are honest with yourself and you have these types of conversations, it makes it so much easier to do what you need to do for you. I don't know what's going on with these gnats and things. I'm clearly going into a space I shouldn't be in because they are coming to attack me. So I just wanted to say that. So remember that. Be honest with yourself. Don't feel guilty. Okay? Somebody got to look out for you. When I did these things, and when I did them, like, I assessed everything. I knew I needed to make a move. You know, I was able to have a conversation. When I went and I did this and I took a stand for myself, I didn't know that I would lose more. I would lose more things. I would lose more friendships, right? I didn't know that that's what was going to happen too. However, in the midst of me losing all these things, I found peace. I found joy. I found purpose. I sing, right? That's not all that I do. And while I've been on this journey, God gave me another purpose, yet another purpose, for me just being obedient and me just doing what I needed to do for Michelle, right? Gave me another purpose so that the journey that I'm on and the things that I'm learning, you know, and as I learn and as I grow, I am not perfect. I will tell you a million times. But as I learn and as I grow, I can actually share these things with you. So that, my friend, is how you get out of an unhealthy situation.